Hello, friends. So, wow, um, I'm always impressed by you. So, I made an art, like, I think on Twitter, and man, that just exploded. And there's a lot of people now have watched my previous video where you can, see in the description below if you want to watch that on my previous video where I give up on art. If you're a newcomer here and you just saw my videos on why I give up, I'm going to explain here and, gonna tell all of my stories on how all of my struggles and through the process of my art and all the stuff that I have done that are kind of stupid in my opinion, but I really have high hopes in my art. So who am I? So I am Kuya Yan. I live in the Philippines and I've been drawing for ever since 14 years old. I draw my first artwork was like when I was 14 years old, and I draw it on a shitty phone and upload it on DeviantArt. Oh, how that website goes. And then after that, I just keep drawing onwards. Like I try to progress through my art and the ways in the future, the ways I'm going to draw in the future. Like I always learn and kind of never stop from drawing there. Not long after that, I met some friends online. Like trying to join in a community of the Plant vs Zombie community, and I've been drawing art there. And after that, I'm kind of set like my dreams and kind to be an independent artist, trying to hopefully sell all my art in the future. That's at least my plan, by the way, when I was young, because I really want to make a living here in online as an independent artist. But like as much as I try to draw my art, it seems like nobody notice you in some ways. Like much of your art are only like a bunch of likes and retweets. It's like algorithm based. Like nobody. I don't know if people don't see it or people don't like art to begin with. You know what I mean? Not all art can have like a pop off that becomes more popular, and even in the sake of popularity, you can't get much value from that if people just leave. They'll just leave from your art. They'll just leave a like from your art and just move on. From their lives. I always kind of question the ways I am. Trying to proceed my art from there and trying to make it for a living. But I really trust the process. That's always like all artists do. So after for a very long time, I kind of even decided to quit my school actually to pursue this independent artist. As a dream of just living independently, just sell your own art and have like a community that backs behind you. But it didn't pan out as much as I planned for, because no matter how much you try to set of drawing art and upload it from the online spaces, nobody would actually care from your art. And if nobody cares, unfortunately, you're gonna be just around part of a million artists that try to make this as their living, even though it doesn't come up as planned. Especially like art commission tools, like extremely expensive, and no people can actually afford to making those type of art. You can't even argue like people even want art to begin with unless they are not safe for work or furries. I guess those people are always very weird. Yeah. But I never wanted to do some not safe for work art or furry arts, because I always want my art as an integrity. Again, I always want this thing to be to connect people. To hopefully connect to people and make people happy. That rather than jacking off my art, that's gonna be very awful. I want to inspire people, and I want to help people during those sad times. And I want this to be in my YouTube channel moving forward, especially if I'm making content. I want to hopefully inspire people and going through their dark times, I guess, because I've also been on those, and I know how it feels like that sometimes, especially from how uncertainty this world have becoming. So yeah, backtrack on my art. So from quitting school, yes, I think from quitting school, get lost from the sauce there. But yes, it was like, so I tried to quit school to pursue my art as a career, and oh boy, that those were the painful years, man. I think I didn't go to school for 2 years, I think, because I want to really, really love drawing art, man. And I was very passionate, and I'm still passionate right now. I just like decided to quit because, I decided to quit because it's just it just takes a lot of time, especially from drawing art. It will take you like, I even draw like 5 to 8 hours just to make an art that whenever I put it online and nobody just cares, they will just like immediately forget about it. And when it comes to looking forward in the future, I can't see myself, 10 years from now, just drawing 5 to 8 hours of art and just like nobody cares. And it's kind of sad view of how I'm going to see it, but I think it's just the truth of majority of all artists that I've seen like around people, and some of them are even older and they didn't have much of success as I've seen. So yeah, that's just the unfortunate truth. I think for majority of the artists, even in fact, I never actually heard any type of successful artist, like using their art as a full-time job. Except if you're working, if you're working on an industry, but as an indie artist that have any type of successful art like this, I guess, as I said, unless you're a not safe for work artist, I guess, and for these, as I've seen. But I guess you can never see those 1% of people, and we are like majority of the people can never be that like 1% that artists that are seemingly successful for some reason, because the algorithm chooses them to, or they maybe just have some good art. But I guess I don't understand. Some people just have their successes and some just don't, So that's why I kind of quit ever since then. And yeah, I'm just trying to pursue another thing and give up on art completely. And because all of those like type of struggles and problems and all of the stuff that I've already been through, man, it is still a very interesting journey after all, because at the end of the day, I still do have some positives about art. It's not all negative. I've also found some friends, especially a lot of friends. They're extremely supporting, man. Thank you a lot, man. Oh man, there are times like I almost break down crying because you all just extremely very appreciative. And wow, all the times that I even thought that I think that you will hate me because I changed something that I pretty sure people don't like, and I'm trying totally slapped by surprises. It's really unexpected that people is like, oh, this is actually okay and I love this. It's like, oh, thank you, man. I thought you hated it. But yeah, it's very, very happy, man. It's extremely joyful to have like a community within your art and have some, have some friends that you found along the way. And art moods, I guess that's what you call it, art moods. I still don't understand what moods meaning or what's the meaning of the word mood, you know what I mean? So in conclusion, I guess we just go back on a famous old saying, that art should be just a hobby. Good evening, friends.